Now that you are able to discover your inner drive, as in your inner passion, the things that you love to do naturally, things that you do freely without even being paid for it. If you're able to discover that, that's the number one step. That's good news for you. So what do you do now after getting this information? Because like he said, that information without application is useless. But when you get an information and you take a step and you apply it, it becomes knowledge. Then you are being considered as a wise person. To challenge you today, that after you've discovered your inner drive and the things you love to do, that if you have your way, you can do it without being paid for it. That's your passion. You need to take a baby step. You need to do something about it. You might be thinking, oh, I don't know where to start from. That's why I call it a baby step. There's need for you to take a baby step. Remember the first day you started walking, you might not be able to remember. But if you have a child or you've seen a child that is learning to walk for the first time, the very first step that child takes, there's a likelihood that the child will trip, it will fall, because he's not been able to gain, he or she is not being able to gain balance yet. But the more the child falls and he rises again, or she rises again, at every attempt, there's a tendency that that baby will improve, will be getting better with every step taken. The same thing is applicable if you want to pursue your passion. When you take some steps, there's a likelihood for you to trip. Yes, you will make some mistake. That's why I call it baby steps. If you take those mistakes with courage, believing in the word of God that tells you in the book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 13, it says that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I want that to be your watchword, that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. And I encourage you again that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Let this begin to ring in your head and in your ears as you decide to take this baby step. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be easy. I'm not going to tell you that you're not going to face challenges. In fact, possibly, if you're not careful, or just to prepare your mind, the world might decide to shut you down even before you started. I've seen, a scenario where some young ones, some teenagers, they went for a seminar, and they were being tested. They never knew they were being tested. And the person heading the seminar asked a question, very straightforward question. And he asked that as many people that know the answer should raise their hands up. A lot of people raise their hands up. And he asked them one by one to give their answer. After giving their answer, he will ask them as many times, are you sure that's the answer? If they say they are sure, he will ask again, are you very sure? By the time he has about 2-3 times, many of them get confused. Maybe the answer was wrong. And many of them back down. They put their hands down because they are not sure. Meanwhile, they were right. But the young man that was leading the seminar, or that was holding the seminar, just wanting to be sure how confident they are. Because you can't go into the world without being confident. You need confidence. You need courage. The book of Proverbs 22 verse 13 says that the slothful man saith that there is a lion without, I shall be slain in the streets. A slothful man is afraid. He believes there is a lion, even meanwhile there is no lion, because he's living in fear. The things that he could do, an indolent man or woman will find reason why he shouldn't or she shouldn't take a step, because of fear. But remember, Philippians 4:13 again, that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Like I said, it's not because I'm not promising you, nobody will guarantee you that you'll not make mistake. But you need to believe in yourself. You need to be courageous. You need to believe that you can do it. If others can do it, that you can. And you need to believe that the people that are making a change in the world, they are human beings just like you. And if they can do it, you can do it. Or perhaps your passion, you consider it to be something that nobody else have ever done before. But remember, there is always a first time to everything. So maybe God might be raising you to break a new ground. But you need courage. You need to be brave. You need to believe in yourself. And you need to be able to be strong, to be able to withstand, the pressures and the challenges that might come with wanting to follow your dream, wanting to pursue your passion. You need to believe in yourself. And you need to be prepared that the world might attempt to shut you down even before you start. But as long as you know what you're doing, and as long as you believe in yourself, come what may, you will be able to stand. And I'm hoping that you'll be courageous enough to take this baby step today. Be courageous enough and believe that you can do it. Be courageous enough that even if you try and you fail, you have not lost anything. It is better for you to try and fail than for you not to try at all. So believe in yourself and be willing to take this baby step. Knowing that the more you fall, the more you learn. With failure comes experience. So do not be afraid of failure if you are willing to take this baby step, because I promise you that you will fail, but you will be experienced along the line. And remember that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you.